This is Macaulay White with another Go Represent moment. I was reading 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 4 through 7. And what stands out to me and what I want to share with you in this video is that we need to stop settling. Don't settle for being less than who God created you to be. Don't settle for doing less than what God created you to do. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 4 through 7 says, "Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good." What God is saying today is that for all who have turned from sin and who have placed their faith in Christ, who have committed their lives to Christ, God has put His Spirit in us. God has given us gifts and talents to build up the church, to make sure the church is functioning effectively, and so that the church can then impact the world with these gifts and talents. But unfortunately, what we're doing many times, us who are gifted and us who have talents and abilities, we're settling. We're not using those gifts. We're not using those talents and abilities. We're settling for being less than who God created us to be and doing less than what God created us to do. We're not fulfilled. We're not satisfied. We're frustrated. Why? Because we're not doing what we're passionate about. We're not doing what we love. We're not doing what God has gifted us to do. And all of us, every believer, has been gifted to do something extraordinary. See, God's gifts are supernatural. They're not just natural gifts. They're not just natural talents. They are supernatural. Why? So that the church can function effectively at representing Christ, at making Christ known, at shining so bright that the world can't help but glorify God because we're putting Him on display. But see, that will never be the case if we settle for being less than who God created us to be. We know our gifts. We know what they are. We know our talents and we know our abilities. But many times we're settling. Why? For a paycheck? Why? So that we can make somebody else happy? We can, please some people? No, let's please God. Let's do those things that we're passionate about. Let's do those things that we long to do. We're excited about doing. Why? Because those things are what God has gifted us to do. Those things are what God has given us talents and abilities to do. I've made the decision. I've tried to please people long enough. I've settled for working jobs and doing things for money long enough. I'm done. I'm starting right now. I've already made the decision. What I'm doing from this point forward, I'm going to do what God has gifted me to do. That's why, I have this YouTube channel, Go Represent, because it's another opportunity for me to do what God created me to do, to get the message of salvation out, to disciple believers, to inspire and encourage people to represent Christ in every area of their lives. I'm hoping that this video encouraged you. I'm hoping it's inspired you. This is another opportunity. You're gifted. Use them. Do not settle another day in your life. As I say always, let's go represent. Let's go make Christ known. Until we can connect again. And I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my Facebook page. And check me out on Instagram. Until we can connect again, you take care. God bless you.